Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh man, are you ready for this one? Hungary baby.
Hello, good to have you all with us again. Drop a hello in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from.
Yeah, seriously, light up that chat. Whether it's morning coffee or the middle of the night, we love you for being here.
And here's the stakes today. Antonelli leads with 204 points, Hamilton on 159, Russell right behind on 154.
So there's a proper 5-point scrap for second, and the Hungaroring never makes it easy. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single session, alright?
Do it now, because trust me, you'll want to be here when the lights go out.
Right, we've got the all clear in Sector 19, track is green, everything's set.
Good, that's the last bit of housekeeping before we go racing.
And what a place to do it! The Hungaroring. Twisty, tight, and overtaking is basically a fantasy here.
Which is exactly why the start matters so much. Norris on pole, Leclerc alongside, that run to turn. One could decide the whole afternoon.
Okay, let's talk that front row because it's spicy. Norris on pole, but Leclerc right there in the Ferrari.
And Leclerc has been quietly brilliant in qualifying trim all season. If he gets a clean launch, he can absolutely brave it into turn one.
Oh man, and Piastri lurking in third. Imagine those two McLarens sandwiching the Ferrari early on.
That's the real story. Norris versus Piastri, teammates, both hunting the same corner. That's where I'd keep my eyes.
Prediction time. Quick one. Who leads at the end of lap 1?
Norris. He controls the inside line, and here track position is everything. Nobody's undercutting their way past around this place easily. You know what I love about this place? It's basically Monaco without the walls. Track position is king.
Exactly. Qualify well or suffer. And that's why 52 degrees on that tarmac has me a little nervous.
It should. Track temp that high, the rears go off fast. Tyre management is going to define the whole race, not just the start.
Oh, and quick one for the chat. Did you catch Malaysia's back on the calendar for 2026?
I did. Hosting the Bahrain round of all things. Bit of a strange badge, but hey, Sepang back on the map, I'm all for it. Let's talk tyres for a second. This is where the smart teams win the day.
Go on, what are we expecting off the line?
Mediums for most of the front runners, I'd bet. With 52 degrees out there, the softs would just cook.
Yeah, nobody wants to be nursing dead rears by lap 10 around here. That's a nightmare. Let's not forget what's riding on this, though. The title fight.
Right. Norris and Piastri splitting the front, and Verstappen just behind in fourth. Every point today matters.
And Max starting fourth, that's got to sting. He needs a clean getaway just to keep them honest.
Trouble is, from fourth around here, you're relying on someone ahead to make a mistake. Passing is that hard.
So basically, he needs chaos at turn 1.
Or a genius strategy call. Never bet against him finding one. Front row is all McLaren energy, but look who split them. Leclerc slotting into second.
Oh, that Ferrari qualifying lap yesterday was something else. Right in between the two papaya cars.
And that's a problem for the McLarens. Leclerc's the buffer now. He can hold up Piastri and hand Norris breathing room.
Sneaky, isn't it? Ferrari doesn't even have to be fastest, just annoying in the right place.
Exactly. Track position is everything here, remember? One well-placed red car changes the whole strategy picture.
You know what I love about the Hungaroring? It's basically a go-kart track scaled up. Twisty, tight, relentless.
And that's exactly why pole matters so much here. Norris on the front, that's gold around this place.
Right, they call it Monaco without the walls. Overtaking is a proper headache.
Which means turn 1 is where it all happens. Get it wrong off the line and your afternoon's basically written.
So my bold call. Whoever leads into that first corner wins the race. Simple as that.
Bold, sure. But I wouldn't rule out an undercut flipping it later. This track rewards the clever team, not just the fast one.
You know, we should give Hamilton a mention. Starting 5th today in that Ferrari.
And Russell right behind him in 6th. Two former teammates lining up nose to tail.
Oh, that's a fun little subplot, isn't it? Neither of them getting near the front row, but plenty of pride on the line.
Pride and points. With this being such a track position circuit, whoever wins turn 1 between those two probably keeps the other stuck all afternoon.
And it's roasting out there. Track's over 50 degrees. That's brutal on the tyres.
It is. Rear degradation's going to be the story. The teams that manage their tyres in this heat will be the ones smiling at the end. So here's a stat for you. Norris on pole, but the McLaren pair haven't had it all their own way this weekend.
No, that Ferrari's been lurking. And speaking of which, funny thing, we're already talking about next year.
Right. The 2026 calendar's shaping up. Malaysia's stepping in to host what was the Bahrain round.
Oh, Sepang back on the map. Now that's a proper driver's track. Love to hear it.
One thing at a time, though. Let's get through turn 1 before we book flights to Malaysia.
Ha, fair enough. Formation lap coming up. Let's see who's got the getaway in them.
Let's talk grid for a second. Leclerc splitting the McLarens on the front row. That's the intriguing bit.
Oh, absolutely. Norris on pole, Leclerc right alongside, and Piastri tucked in third.
Which means Piastri has his own teammate ahead and a Ferrari to jump. Awkward spot for a title fight.
That's the one to watch, honestly. Those two McLarens are scrapping for a championship and there's a red car wedged between them.
And Verstappen fourth, quietly waiting for someone to make a mistake. He always does.
You know what strikes me about this front row? Norris knows if he nails the launch, this could be a lonely afternoon out front.
On this track, absolutely. Overtaking's a nightmare here. Track position is everything.
So realistically, whoever leads into turn 1 is halfway to the win.
Not halfway. But it's the single biggest thing that happens all day, yeah. Quick one on the tyres before they go. This Hungaroring surface at 52 degrees is going to punish anyone who's aggressive early.
So the smart play is nurse them in the opening laps?
Exactly. The temptation is to attack from the start. But here, patience pays. The undercut is deadly on this circuit.
Oh, that's the wild card, isn't it? If Leclerc can't pass Norris on track, Ferrari just pit early and try to steal it in the pit lane.
That's their whole game plan, honestly. Track position off the line or the undercut later. There's not much middle ground here. Let's not forget where this championship actually sits. Those two McLaren drivers are the ones with everything to lose today.
Right, and Norris on pole here is huge. If he checks out early, Piastri's afternoon gets very complicated very fast.
And there's Leclerc, physically between them on track. Every point Ferrari takes off McLaren today matters to their internal fight too.
Oh man, I love that. It's like having a referee wedged in the middle of a title bout. Anything can happen at turn 1.
You know what nobody's mentioned yet? Hamilton, starting 5th in that Ferrari.
Oh, right behind Verstappen. That's a juicy little battle for the first stint.
And with Leclerc up front, Ferrari could genuinely have a strong day here if the strategy lands.
Imagine that, 2 red cars in the mix and the McLarens under pressure from both ends.
Big if, though. Hamilton's got Russell right on his tail in the Mercedes. That one won't be quiet for long.
You know what I love about this place? The Hungaroring's basically Monaco without the walls.
Twist and turn, no straights to speak of. It rewards the car that's happy in slow corners.
And that's McLaren, right? Norris on pole says everything about their pace here.
It does. But watch Leclerc in that second row spot. Ferrari have quietly been sneaky quick this weekend.
Okay, we're minutes away now. The grid's set, the tyres are on, and I can feel it building.
And look at that front row. Norris and Leclerc side by side, both knowing turn 1 decides so much here.
That run down to turn 1 is short, but it's everything. Get the launch wrong and you're swallowed up.
My bold call? If Norris nails the start, this could be a lonely afternoon out front for him.
Oh, you're calling a runaway already? I'm not buying it. I think Ferrari make his life miserable.
We'll see. But remember what I said about the undercut. Even a lonely leader isn't safe here. One thing worth noting before lights out. Track temp is 52 degrees. That's proper hot.
Oof, yeah, that's gonna cook the rear tyres, isn't it?
It will. Dej becomes the whole story on a day like this. Whoever manages those rears best writes the strategy.
And here nobody can just cruise past anybody, so if your tyres go, you're stuck out there suffering.
Quick one before we go. Did you see the Bahrain Grand Prix is heading to Sepang next year?
Wait, Malaysia, they're running the Bahrain race at Sepang.
Same name, different track, long straights, huge braking zones. The complete opposite of this place.
Oh man, Sepang. That last corner, that sweeping run to the line. Love that circuit. Good to have it back. Let's talk about the man in fifth, Lewis Hamilton, starting behind the two Ferraris. No, wait, ahead of his own teammate Russell.
That's the intriguing one. Hamilton lining up fifth, Russell sixth. Both know track position here is everything.
And overtaking is a nightmare, so today's real racing might all happen in the pits.
Exactly. Whoever blinks first on strategy either wins big or loses it all. No middle ground at the Hungaroring. Let's talk about that third spot on the grid. Piastri right behind his own teammate.
Oh, teammates split by Leclerc. That's spicy.
It is. Piastri knows if he can jump Leclerc early, McLaren could control this from the front.
And championship-wise, every point between those two orange cars matters right now. So let's set the scene at the front. Lando Norris on pole here at the Hungaroring.
And pole matters more here than almost anywhere. Clean air, control of the pit window. It's gold.
But Leclerc's right on his gearbox in second. He's not going to let him breathe, is he?
No. And that front row into turn one is tight. Whoever gets the better launch bends it round the outside.
Oh, turn one here, narrow downhill braking. First lap chaos waiting to happen if someone's ambitious.
Exactly. And with these track temps, that first lap on coldish rears is sketchier than it looks. Let's talk tyres before the lights. Track's at 52 degrees already.
Yeah, that's cooking. What's the smart play here?
Mediums to start for most, then one stop to hards. But that heat chews the rears, so watch for anyone gambling on two stops.
Oh man, so if someone's tyres fall off a cliff mid-stint, that's your window right there.
Quick one before the lights. Did you see the news about Bahrain?
Yeah, the Bahrain Grand Prix moving to Sepang for 2026. Malaysia's back.
Sepang is a proper driver's track. Long straights, big elevation, that famous last corner. I'm genuinely thrilled.
Oh, me too, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've got a race to start right here.
Quick eye on row 3 before we go. Hamilton 5th, Russell 6th. 2 Mercedes lurking.
And Verstappen 4th. Ferrari and McLaren all ahead of him. That's not where he wants to be.
No, he'll be hungry into turn 1. If those front cars hesitate, he pounces.
Oh, imagine Max threading through the orange and red on lap 1. My heart already.
Careful. This place is famously hard to pass. Track position is everything today. Let's talk title picture for a second. Norris on pole, Piastri third. McLaren's got this thing sewn up between the two of them.
Teammates fighting for a championship. Oh, that's the good stuff and the scary stuff all at once.
And Leclerc splitting them in second. If he holds that all race, he's a wedge right in the middle of their fight.
A red car playing referee between two orange ones. I love it already. Right, one thing I keep coming back to. Norris on pole here at the Hungaroring. That's massive.
It really is. Pole at this place is worth its weight in gold. Overtaking is a nightmare.
So you're telling me if he nails turn 1, he might just cruise?
Cruise is a strong word. But leading into turn 1 here, he's in the driver's seat, literally.
And behind him, Leclerc's the one I'm watching. That Ferrari's been quick on a single lap.
Quick on a lap, yes. The question is race pace in this heat. 51 degrees will test that Ferrari's rears all afternoon. One thing that hasn't come up yet, the tyre choice is off the line today.
Go on, what are you seeing?
In 51 degrees on track, the softs will scream for the first few laps, then fall off a cliff. Managing that opening stint is everything.
So the guy who saves rubber early wins the war later. Classic Hungaroring chess.
Exactly. It's rarely about who leads lap 1 here. It's who's got legs on lap 40. Little bit of news to chew on while the grid forms up. Bahrain's actually moving to Malaysia for the calendar.
Wait, really? Sepang's back on the map?
That's the plan. Bahrain Grand Prix hosted in Malaysia. Weird sentence, but here we are.
Oh man, Sepang. That final corner, the wide tarmac, the heat. Some of the best races we ever had were there. Let's talk championship, because this is where it gets spicy. Norris and Piastri, teammates both hunting the same crown.
And every point between them today matters. That's why Leclerc sitting in second is such a headache for McLaren.
Because if Leclerc steals points off one of them, the math changes overnight.
Exactly. One driver's bad afternoon here can swing the whole title fight. Here's a number for you. Hamilton 5th, Russell 6th. Both Mercedes tucked in right behind the Red Bull.
Ooh, and that's a proper little scrap brewing, isn't it? Verstappen with 2 silver arrows on his tail.
And Mercedes tend to be kinder on their tyres in the heat. Watch that battle unfold in the second stint, not the first.
So they hang back early, then pounce late. Sneaky. I love it. Right, let's talk pole, because Lando Norris starts this one from the very front.
And at the Hungaroring, pole is worth its weight in gold. Overtaking here is famously brutal.
Track position is king, isn't it? You just can't pass around this place.
Which is exactly why Leclerc sitting second matters so much. He's right in Norris's mirrors from the off. Let's talk about that third place, because Piastri lining up behind his own teammate is fascinating.
Ooh, right. He's got Norris ahead and a whole championship to think about.
And with Leclerc sandwiched between the two McLarens, Piastri can't just attack freely.
Because one lunge that goes wrong and he hands points to Ferrari. Ouch.
Exactly. Sometimes the smart race is the patient one, especially here where the pit window is everything. Quick one before the lights. Did you see the news? Bahrain's Grand Prix is moving to Malaysia for next year.
Oh, back to Sepang. Don't tease me. That's the news I've been waiting years for.
Confirmed by F1 and the FIA, the Bahrain round hosted in Malaysia in 2026.
That final corner again, the heat, the wide tarmac, I'm getting emotional. But right today, Norris on pole, Leclerc breathing down his neck. Let's go racing.
One thing to keep an eye on before we settle in. Race controls flagging a 20% chance of rain.
20%? So probably dry but not a lock.
Right. Low enough that nobody gambles on it early. But at the Hungaroring, if it does come, it usually comes fast.
Oh, so the teams keep half an eye on the radar all afternoon.
Exactly. And if track position is already king here, imagine what a surprise shower does to it.
Here we go, Hungaroring, and Lando Norris has nailed pole position. The McLaren looks rapid today.
He does. But look who's second. Leclerc split the two McLarens. That's a bit awkward for the team.
Piastri third, so both papaya cars up front, but a Ferrari right in the middle. This could get spicy at turn 1.
Turn 1 is the whole game here. It's tight, one line, and overtaking around this place is famously miserable. Track position is everything.
And it's hot out there. 52 degrees on the tarmac. That's going to punish the tyres, right?
Big time. Rear degradation will decide the strategy. Whoever manages those tyres cleanest in the first stint wins the day.
Welcome to the Hungaroring, everybody. It's hot out there. Track's at 52 degrees.
And Lando Norris takes pole. But look who's alongside him, Leclerc in that Ferrari.
Oh, and Piastri right behind in third. McLaren locking out the front, teammate versus teammate.
That's the story today. 2 orange cars, 1 title fight brewing between them.
And don't sleep on Verstappen fourth. He always finds a way, doesn't he?
Every time. But this track punishes cars that eat their tyres. And it's a furnace out there. Tyre management is everything today.
So here's the big one for me. Can Leclerc actually get ahead of both McLarens off the line?
The Ferrari's got a strong launch, but turn 1 here is tight. One little lock-up and you lose everything.
And the run down to turn 1 isn't even that long, right?
No, short. Whoever nails the getaway keeps it. This place is famously hard to overtake on.
Which is exactly why pole is gold today. Norris has to be loving that. So let's talk championship, because that's what makes this McLaren battle so juicy.
Norris and Piastri are scrapping for the title, and they're starting first and third. Every point today matters.
And Leclerc sitting right between them. Talk about a fly in the orange ointment.
That's exactly what McLaren didn't want. A Ferrari splitting their strategy calls before lap 1. Quick question for you. Split strategy. If Leclerc holds second, does McLaren have to react?
Oh, they hate it. They can't just mirror each other with a Ferrari in the sandwich.
Exactly. One of them's forced into a different window, and that's where the title fight gets messy.
Speaking of messy, did you see the headline? Bahrain's Grand Prix moving to Malaysia.
Sepang's a proper driver's track. That'd be a lovely one to get back on the calendar. Here's one that caught my eye. A Ford-linked driver raising concerns about the Red Bull car already.
Oh, really? Before Ford's even properly in the door with them for 26?
Politics of the paddock, new engine partner, and the feedback's already flowing.
A dull day, but hey, look at that grid. Norris on pole, absolutely where he wants to be.
Here's one that might matter today. The drivers are calling this track surface a bit of a lottery.
Oh, tell me more. What's the worry?
Inconsistent grip in patches. You catch the wrong bit under braking and the car just steps out on you.
On a 50-degree track surface too, that rear's going to be sliding around all afternoon.
Exactly. Tyre management becomes everything. Whoever's gentlest today gets rewarded late. Let's talk about turn 1 for a second. It's uphill, it's tight, and it always bunches up.
Oh, it's chaos waiting to happen. 3 wide into that first corner and somebody's day is ruined.
And with Leclerc between the two McLarens, Norris will want a clean getaway more than anyone.
He's got to bolt off that line. If Leclerc gets a run and Piastri tucks in behind, woof.
That's the nightmare. But honestly, track position at the Hungaroring is gold. Overtaking here is brutal.
And we are moments away now. The tension's just building and building.
Everyone's eyes on that first corner. Like we said, uphill and tight.
Norris just needs a clean launch, and this whole thing gets a lot simpler for him.
If he leads into turn 1, track position does the rest here. That's the golden rule at this place. Quick one before lights out. Check the second row. Piastri 4th on the grid, but 3rd on the road, right behind his teammate.
Oh, and that's the intrigue, isn't it? McLaren 1 and 3 with Leclerc sandwiched in the middle.
Which means the team can't just play it as a straight 1-2 off the line. Leclerc breaks that up.
And Verstappen lurking 4th, always dangerous on a first lap. You never count him out.
Never. Give him a sniff into turn 1 and he'll take it. That's the whole afternoon in one corner. So Norris on pole, and it's his first one here at the Hungaroring. That's a nice little milestone.
And he's earned it, honestly. He's been rapid all weekend.
He has. But pole here means nothing if the start goes wrong. This place punishes a bad launch harder than most.
Oh, no pressure then. Just the whole race hanging on the next few seconds. Ha ha!
Quick thing before we go racing. The drivers have been grumbling about this track surface all weekend.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Someone called it a lottery, right?
Exactly. The resurfacing has left it patchy, and with the track at 51 degrees, grip could vary corner to corner.
So even a perfect line might not save you. That's a little scary on lap 1.
It is. Adds a real wild card to a place where usually you just follow the leader home. Quick one on the title picture. This is exactly the kind of afternoon where a McLaren 1-3 becomes a real headache for them.
Because if Leclerc splits them, suddenly it's not a team game anymore. It's every man for himself.
Right. And every point matters when you've got both your drivers scrapping for the championship.
Oh man, I love it. Teammates who can't quite trust each other. That's the good stuff.
Quick shout to Formula 2 earlier. Leon held off Miney and Cumra to take the feature win here. That surface didn't make it easy for them either.
Oh, so it's already claimed some victims this weekend. Good sign of what we're in for.
Exactly. And this circuit is brutal on the body too. Long, twisty, relentless. Barely a straight to catch your breath.
Yeah, they call it Monaco without the walls, right? Downforce cranked all the way up.
All the way. And on a day this hot, that engine's going to be working overtime for every single lap. Let's talk row 2, because that's where today gets spicy. Leclerc lurking right behind the McLarens.
Oh, and he knows how to get off the line if Norris hesitates for even a moment.
He'll pounce. Leclerc into turn 1 has burned a few people before.
So my bold call? First lap chaos into that first corner. Somebody's ending up on the grass. I can feel it.
On this patchy surface, I won't argue with you for once. Let's talk tyres, because that's the puzzle today. Track at 51 degrees is going to punish the softs.
So you think the front runners go long on the medium?
Most of them, yeah. Overheating is the enemy here, and once these tyres go off, they fall off a cliff.
Oh, and overtaking's a nightmare, so track position is everything. One bad stint and you're stuck for laps.
So the drivers have been vocal all weekend about this surface. They're calling it a lottery.
A lottery? Oh, that's not exactly what you want to hear before lights out.
It's the resurfacing, patchy grip, inconsistent from corner to corner. Nobody quite trusts it yet.
So even the guys on pole are basically guessing where the grip is. Love that, chaos built right into the tarmac.
And on a track where you can't overtake, getting that first braking zone wrong is very expensive.
Right, formation lap are coming up. Buckle in, everyone. This one's got teeth.
Quick one before light. Did you catch the F2 feature this morning?
Leon held it together, right? Miney and Cumra all over him.
Right on his gearbox the whole way, and he never blinked. Around here, that's the whole art. Nobody can pass, so you just have to be perfect.
Which is basically the warning shot for what we're about to see. Track position, track position, track position.
Same story, bigger cars and hotter tyres. So let's talk about the front rows, because that grid is spicy today.
Oh, it really is. Poleman's got the clean side, and that first braking zone into turn 1 is going to be everything.
On this surface, whoever gets the launch right could lead into turn 1 and just disappear.
That's the dream, isn't it? Nail the start, control the pace, nobody can pass. Easy afternoon.
Easy is a strong word around here. One flat spot and your whole strategy's in the bin. Here's a fun one. Did you see the G-force numbers they put out for this year's cars?
Oh, don't tease me. Give me a figure.
They're pulling well over 5G through the quick stuff. On a hot day like this, that's brutal on the neck for an hour and a half.
30 degrees in the air, 52 on the track. These guys are basically doing a workout in a sauna.
And that heat is exactly why tyre management wins here. The strong necks won't matter if the rears are cooked by lap 10.
So hydrate, hold on, and hope the grip's there. My kind of afternoon.
Speaking of the driver market, did you see Audi finally locked in one of their seats for next year?
About time. That whole grid's been a game of musical chairs for months.
And Sainz's Williams deal is still up in the air, which just keeps the whole thing spicy.
Nothing settles the nerves like knowing your seat's not safe. Going in it to turn 1 at this place.
Pressure on the track, pressure off it. That's the modern F1 driver.
And there it is. Green light. Pit exit is open. We are go.
Sessions live. This is where all that talk turns into rubber and reality.
Everything we said about that first braking zone. We're about to find out who did their homework.
Clean side versus dirty side. Hot track. Cold heads needed. Let's watch.
Oh, Hajar's already making moves. Up into 6th.
Told you the launch would decide it. He got Antonelli off the line.
Clean and decisive, right past him.
Now he's got clear air. That's exactly what you want on this track.
And Piastri does it. He takes the lead, right past Norris.
That's the McLaren 1-2 flipped in an instant. Beautiful timing into the braking zone.
Oh man, and behind them, it's chaos. Leclerc and Hamilton swapping fourth like it's a dance.
Wait, Hamilton's got it back. That's Ferrari fighting Ferrari now. Watch the tyres.
Lawson up to 8th. Antonelli claws one back into 6th. Everybody's moving.
Everyone said it'd be processional here. Not today. This is proper racing. Last lap coming up. And Piastri's got the lead he stole and he's holding it.
He grabbed it and never looked back. That was ruthless.
Norris right on his gearbox though. One mistake and it's back on.
Oh, don't tempt me. My heart can't take a McLaren duel to the line.
Right. DRS is live and it's the last lap. This changes everything.
Oh, here we go. Norris gets the flap open down the straight.
He's within a second. He's got the toe. Piastri has to defend the inside now.
He's there. He's alongside. My heart, honestly.
Piastri covers it. Textbook. Held the door shut into turn 1.
Phew, teammate on teammate to the flag, and he holds firm.
That's how you win from a lead you stole. Ruthless start, calm finish. Oh, and there's a note from race control. Colapinto's lap, one time deleted. Track limits at turn 4.
Ha! First lap enthusiasm ran him wide, didn't it?
Turn 4's a classic trap here. Easy to run out of road on cold tyres.
Won't change the story up front, though. This one belongs to Piastri.
Look further back. Verstappen's brought it home in 3rd. Comfortably clear of Hamilton.
Solid damage limitation for Max on a day the McLarens just had the legs.
And Leclerc holding 5th after that scrap with his own teammate. Ferrari managed those tyres right in the end. You know who quietly impressed me? Antonelli in 6th. Kept it clean on a track that punishes rookies.
Right, no drama, no track limits nonsense, just brought it home. That's maturity.
For a first look at the Hungaroring in that car, I'll take it. He'll learn plenty from Leclerc just ahead. For me, driver of this day is Piastri. Stealing that lead and then having the nerve to defend his own teammate on the last lap. That takes something.
No argument here, cold-blooded stuff.
And think about what it does to the title fight. Every point off Norris right now matters, and he just took the maximum swing. One thing worth watching on this last lap, the track temp still 52 degrees. Those tyres have been cooking all afternoon.
Yeah, and yet Piastri's lap times haven't fallen off a cliff. How?
Managed them beautifully. He built the gap early, then rode the front runner's dirty air to protect the rears.
Smart. You spend the tyre when it's cheap. Save it for when it counts.
Wait, something's happening at turn 3. Contact between Alonso and Bearman.
Oh no, hold on. Race controls flagged it. 14 and 87.
Forcing another driver off the track by the looks of it. Both okay, thankfully. No one stopped.
Phew, good, they're rolling on. But on the last lap, what a moment to get tangled up.
That's the note. Alonso pushing Bearman wide. The stewards will want to look at that one. And there's a little footnote coming through. Ocon's lap one time deleted. Track limits at turn 1.
Haha, lap 1. They're only just clearing that now on the final lap.
The paperwork never sleeps. Doesn't change a thing for him tonight, though.
No, purely for the record books. Meanwhile, Piastri is about to bring this thing home.
And another one dropping in. Car 18, Lawson. Lap one time deleted. Track limits, turn 14.
Pff, they're really emptying the drawer on the final lap, aren't they?
Housekeeping. None of it touches the podium, don't worry.
Good, because Piastri's got the last corners in sight now. Bring it home, mate.
Okay, update on that turn 3 tangle. Stewards have looked at it.
And?
No further investigation. They're letting Alonso and Bearman off.
Oh, really? I thought that push wide was a clear one.
Marginal. Racing incident last lap. They've waved it through. No penalty.
Fair enough then. One less thing hanging over the finish. Piastri, take us home.
So that's a McLaren 1-2. And honestly, the story of the day is the pace up front. Nobody had an answer for them.
Piastri just controlled it, didn't he? Never looked flustered.
Managed the gap perfectly. And with Verstappen splitting them from the Ferraris, that's a huge points haul for the team. You want the quiet story of the day? Look at Verstappen's stint. -0.09 a lap on the mediums.
Rock solid, wasn't he? Kept Hamilton at arm's length the whole way.
That's the thing, Hamilton's softs were dropping off nearly twice as fast. 0.03 versus 0.09 falling away quicker. He was never going to get the jump.
So that third place was locked in earlier than it looked. Smart tyre choice.
One battle we skipped over though. Sainz versus Stroll in the midfield.
Oh yeah, what happened there?
Both on softs, but Sainz's tyre held on way better. Stroll was falling away at nearly half a second a lap by the end.
0.3 won a lap quicker degradation on Stroll's side. That's brutal over a stint.
It is. Same compound, completely different management. That's the difference between banking a result and just hanging on. Hang on, race controls just flagged something, car 11 Perez.
Oh, what have they got?
Noted for a starting procedure infringement, so something off the line at the start.
On the last lap. That's a bit late to be digging that up.
It's just noted for now, not investigated. They'll review it after the flag.
So it doesn't change anything up front. This is a McLaren 1-2 either way.
Exactly. Worst case, it's a small time penalty for Perez, sorted post-race. Won't touch the podium. Quick shout on the midfield twins. Ocon and Bortoleto dead level all stint. Both at minus 0.13 a lap.
Identical, one on mediums, one on softs, and they couldn't split them. Love that.
That's tyre management doing exactly its job. Different rubber, same result. Nothing left on the table.
And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us keep doing this. So where does this leave the title fight then?
Piastri stretches it. And with Verstappen only clawing back third, the gap up top just got a little more comfortable. My driver of the day though, Russell.
Oh, interesting pick. Why him?
Minus 0.25 a lap in that stint. Best degradation of anyone we measured, and he kept his tyre alive when Ocon couldn't.
That's a full tenth a lap better than the guy right next to him. Quietly the best managed drive of the day.
Right, there's the update. Car 11 Perez. It's now officially under investigation after the race.
So they've upgraded it from noted to investigated. They're serious about it.
They are. Starting procedure infringement. Likely he moved before the lights or was out of his box.
But again, this touches nothing up front, right?
Nothing. Whatever comes, it's a post-race time penalty for Perez alone. The McLaren 1-2 is safe. One last thing before we wrap. That Verstappen and Hamilton fight was closer on paper than it looked.
How so? Verstappen had third pretty comfortably by the end.
Sure, but Hamilton was on softs degrading at minus 0.08. Verstappen on mediums at minus 0.07. Basically nothing between the tyres.
So the medium just gave Verstappen that sliver of security.
Exactly. 1/10 of consistency and it was enough. Small margins, big finish.
Final lap now, and we're watching Piastri bring it home in Hungary.
Wait, did you catch Stroll's stop on lap 8, 21.7 seconds?
21 seconds? Oh man, that's not a pit stop, that's a coffee break.
Something clearly went wrong there. That's the kind of stop that ends your afternoon.
Well, nothing changes at the front. Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, the McLaren 1-2 is done.
Beautifully executed. Piastri controlled it from the front all day.
Piastri crossing the line to take Hungary. What a controlled masterclass.
From lights to flag, never looked flustered once.
And look at Antonelli hanging on to 6th there. The kid keeps delivering.
He does. Quietly banking points in a car that isn't the fastest out there. Quick eye on the Colapinto and Alonso battle before the flag. Both were still pushing hard.
Yeah, what did the numbers say there?
Alonso was actually improving faster, minus 0.1 a lap on the softs. Colapinto only minus 0.05 on the mediums.
So Alonso was reeling him in right to the end.
Slowly, yes. Another couple of laps and that could have gotten interesting. You know who I keep coming back to? Verstappen holding third in that Red Bull.
against two McLarens flying. Yeah, that's damage limitation done right.
And he had Hamilton right there all stint. Basically identical pace, the medium just gave him the edge to keep him behind.
Every point matters in that title fight, right? He'll take third and run.
You want my driver of the day? It's not one of the winners.
Oh, go on then. Surprise me.
Antonelli. Sixth in a car that isn't the fastest, and he never put a wheel wrong all afternoon.
Yeah, hard to argue. The kid's making it look routine already.
One thing worth noting for the title picture, though. Piastri and Norris 1-2 again.
McLaren just stacking the points, aren't they?
They are. And when your two cars finish first and second, the fight for that championship basically becomes an internal one.
Last lap coming up now, Piastri leading it home.
And watch that track surface. The drivers were calling it a lottery all weekend.
Oh, that's right. They weren't happy with the grip out there.
51 degrees on the tarmac. Anyone pushing too hard into these final corners could still catch a nasty surprise. Oh, and there it is. Albon's lap time deleted, track limits at turn 4.
Wait, what lap?
Lap 12. Just came through now from race control.
See, that's exactly what you were just warning about.
Turn 4's been catching people out all afternoon. Push a fraction too wide and the lap's gone.
And on the very last lap, Piastri's not taking any chances up front.
Hang on, movement behind. Antonelli's got a run.
Ah, he's through. Antonelli takes fifth off Hamilton on the last lap.
There's your driver of the day proving me right in real time.
You literally just called it 2 minutes ago. And it's not over back there. Hadjar snatches sixth from Lawson.
That's the Racing Bulls just swapping positions in the closing moments. Lawson slots into 7th.
The whole midfield's coming alive on the final lap, my heart honestly.
And notice Hamilton pitted on lap 13, 21.7 seconds sitting there.
Ouch, that's way over the 18.4 you were quoting earlier.
Yeah, a slow stop. That's part of why he was such easy prey for Antonelli.
So that overtake wasn't just brilliance, it was a wounded car.
A bit of both, but you still have to make the move stick. And there's another one. Lindblad's up into 8th.
Oh, the rookie's not done yet. Jumps from 9th to 8th on the final lap.
This is what happens when everyone throws everything at the last tour. Nobody's holding back.
The midfield is absolute chaos right now. I love it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Hamilton fires straight back.
He's got 8th again off Lindblad.
So the rookie held it for what? Half a lap?
That's experience biting back. Hamilton just refused to let it go. Let's talk about that front row. Piastri and Norris, McLaren 1-2, and neither one flinched all afternoon.
That's got to sting for Verstappen, third and never quite in the fight.
The car just wasn't there in these track temps. 51 degrees punishes anyone who's rough on the rears.
Wait, there's the young one again. Antonelli's got Verstappen.
Into 4th. He's done Max on the penultimate lap.
Oh, the kid is fearless today. First Hamilton, now Verstappen.
And that's exactly the rear tyre struggle we just mentioned. Max had nothing to fight back with. And it keeps coming. Hadjar's up into 5th.
Oh, the Racing Bulls are alive. Hadjar passed into 5th and look, Lawson's grabbed 6th too.
Both cars moving forward on the last lap. That's a huge haul of points for that team.
And Hamilton, he's back up to 7th now.
Told you experience bites. He clawed that one right back.
Hang on though, Verstappen boxed on lap 14, a 21.6 second stop.
That's why he's tumbled. A stop that late, over 20 seconds, on the second to last lap. You're throwing the whole race away.
Oh man, what were they even thinking there?
Damage limitation probably, but it opened the door and everyone piled through it.
Last lap now, and up front it's still Piastri leading Norris. McLaren about to seal the 1-2.
And that's the thing, neither of them put a foot wrong in these temperatures. That's the win right there.
Leclerc hanging on to 3rd though, right?
Just hanging on. Watch his rears on this final tour. 51 degrees on the tarmac is brutal for a Ferrari.
You reckon he's got enough to bring it home?
Yeah, the gap's there. He just needs to nurse it to the line.
Oh, and there he goes again. Hamilton back into 6th on the final lap.
Of course he is. That's the master at work when the tyres go off around him.
From 7th to 6th right at the death. The old fox doesn't waste a meter.
Late in the lap, everyone else fading, and he just picks his moment. Textbook.
And there's Verstappen, up into 7th. After that disaster of a stop, he's clawing something back.
Of course he is. Give that man clear air on fresh tyres and he'll take a scalp anywhere.
Hang on, we've got a message from race control. Colapinto, car 43.
Lap time deleted. Track limits at turn 4. That's a lap 14 offence coming through late.
Bit of housekeeping right at the death then.
And yellow in the pit lane too, so watch it in there. Somebody needs to keep their head on the way in.
Oh, what? Antonelli goes through into the lead on the final lap.
Wait, what? He's taken Norris for the win?
He has. Kimi Antonelli leads the Hungarian Grand Prix. I do not believe what I'm seeing.
That is, honestly, look at his stint pace. 0.02 a lap. He was quietly the fastest man out there the whole time.
You said his tyre was holding better, remember? Norris fading 0.6 a lap quicker and it just caught up with him at the death.
Right at the worst possible moment for Norris. 52-degree track, the rears let go, and the kid pounced. Perfect.
A maiden win on the last lap. Oh man, my heart.
Breathe. But yeah, this one's going in the history books. And here's the thing nobody's talking about. Norris boxed on lap 17.
Wait, he stopped on the second to last lap?
22.1 seconds. A normal stop's around 20.6. And that one was slow.
Oh man, so that's how Antonelli got the door open.
That's the whole story. You don't box that late from the lead unless something forces your hand. And it cost him the win.
And behind the drama up front, Hadjar's on the move too, up into second.
He slipped past Piastri on that same lap. Everyone capitalising on Norris's misery.
Piastri holds onto this podium though, third place, clear of Norris.
That's the knock-on effect. One late stop from the lead, and suddenly 3 cars shuffle by.
And look further back. Leclerc's up to 7th, Russell nicking 9th as well.
Yeah, Russell had the pace all stint. Remember, minus 0.07 a lap. He earned that one.
What a final lap this has been. Chaos everywhere you look.
And it all traces back to that pit lane. Cruel game sometimes. You want driver of the day? For me, it's not even the winner.
Oh, go on, who's stealing it?
Hadjar. Second place on merit, passed Piastri clean, and he never put a wheel wrong all afternoon.
You know what, I can't argue. Quiet, ruthless drive from the kid.
And you know Norris wasn't the only one caught out late. Ocon boxed on lap 17 too.
22.5 seconds. Oof, another slow one.
A whole second over the median. On the second to last lap, that's basically handing places away.
What is it with these late stops today? Everyone getting burned in the pit lane.
Tracks at 52 degrees. Tyres were falling off a cliff. But pitting this late is a gamble that just didn't pay.
Wait, Piastri fights back. He's got second again.
Oh, he wasn't done. Right back past Hadjar.
On the final lap too. Where did that come from?
He never gave up on it. Kept the pressure on and Hadjar left the tiniest gap.
So much for your driver of the day, eh?
Fair. He just made me eat those words on the last lap.
And Norris is through. He's up into third.
There it is, Hadjar swallowed by 2 McLarens on the last lap.
Oh man, the kid was second not 30 seconds ago.
That's the cruelty of it. Lose one place, the door opens and they all pile through.
And it's not over. Verstappen's got Hadjar too, up into fourth.
The floodgates. Once he lost second, everyone smelled blood.
And Hamilton right behind, fifth. Poor Hadjar is dropping like a stone.
Second to sixth in the space of a lap. Brutal end to what was a brilliant afternoon.
Oh man, my heart breaks for the kid.
Remember we said he never put a wheel wrong? He didn't. He just ran out of tyre at the worst possible moment.
2 laps to go and Antonelli is just cruising out front.
He's had it under control all afternoon. Clean stint, no drama.
Oh, and did you catch Sainz peeling in back on lap 18?
21.6 seconds for that stop. Right on the money for today.
That's basically the median we've been quoting all race.
Exactly. But this late, that pit stop is a full lap you're never getting back.
And there's Leclerc, grabs 6th on the way to the flag.
Late little pounce. He'd been shadowing that 7th spot all stint.
Every position matters when the laps run out, eh?
On the final lap, absolutely. That's points he wasn't going to leave on the table.
And the moves keep coming down the order. Lawson snatches 7th.
That's a well-timed one. He'd been sitting in 8th all stint, waiting.
And Russell's through into 8th. Lindblad up to 9th, right behind him.
Everyone's cashing in on the last lap. Nobody wants to leave a spot on the road.
Oh, and word from the stewards. Albon lost a lap time back on 15. Track limits at turn 7.
Turn 7 catches people out every year. Runs so wide it's tempting.
Doesn't hurt him now, though, does it?
No, that was a hot lap in the middle of the race. Just a note in the margins at this point.
Couple of late stops to mention. Hadjar and Hulkenberg both dived in on lap 19.
21.8 for Hadjar, 21.4 for Hulkenberg. Textbook, both of them.
But this late, that's got to be a fresh set for a fastest lap grab, surely.
That's the only reason you'd box on lap 19. Nothing to lose. Throw the softs on and send it. You know who I want to talk about? Antonelli. First win, and he made it look calm.
The kid's got ice in his veins. Held off Piastri all the way to the flag.
And that's the story of the day for me. 19 years old, leading a McLaren home. That takes some doing.
And there's Alonso. Sneaks into the top 10 on the final lap.
Of course he does. That man never leaves a point behind.
40-something years old and still sniffing out positions when the flag's in sight.
10th to 11th, whatever it takes. That's a lifetime of instinct right there. Look at the fight further back. Stroll versus Colapinto has been quietly brilliant.
Oh, tell me about it. What's the read there?
Stroll's on the mediums, holding steady, basically flat pace all stint. Colapinto's hards are falling off nearly 4/10 a lap quicker.
So it's just a matter of time before Stroll's tyre wins that one.
On the last lap, maybe not enough runway. But that's why you don't put a young car on the harder rubber and hope.
And if you're loving this last lap chaos, do us a favour and hit subscribe. Genuinely helps us keep doing this.
One lap to go, and there's still positions changing everywhere. This is what Sundays are for.
Oh, and Piastri does it. Right at the death, he snatches the lead. Antonelli held him all day, and Piastri finds a way on the very last lap.
Oh, that is brutal for the kid. Absolutely brutal.
My heart, honestly, where did that come from?
He kept the pressure on, and the moment Antonelli left, a sliver of a gap. Gone. That's a champion's instinct.
So the first win slips away in the final corners.
Painful way to learn it. But he'll be back. That pace was real.
And it's a McLaren 1-2. Norris grabs second at the flag.
Verstappen up to third too, and Hamilton into fourth. The whole order just shuffled on the last lap.
Leclerc nabs fifth as well. Everyone chasing right to the line.
That's what happens behind the leaders. Nobody lifts, everyone rolls the dice.
And Antonelli, he pitted lap 22, 21.3 seconds gone.
Yeah, that stop dropped him right out of it. He led all day and finished with nothing to show but heartbreak.
Oh man, from leading the race to the pit lane at the death.
Cruel. But Piastri and Norris deliver the perfect 1-2. That's a huge day for McLaren. Look at Piastri's stint pace though. Minus 0.34 a lap on the hards.
That's ridiculous. He was just getting stronger while everyone faded.
Norris was at minus 0.16. His tyre dropped nearly 0.2 a lap faster.
So the win was in the rubber the whole time.
Pretty much. Same car, but one of them was managing it beautifully. That's the difference today. Oh, and here's a little footnote from race control.
What have they got?
Antonelli, car 12, lap time deleted. Track limits at turn 7, back on lap 19.
Pfft, of course, as if the poor kid needed more bad news today.
It won't change his finish, but it tells you he was pushing right at the edge before that stop.
Squeezing every inch out of it and still walked away with nothing.
That's the margin at this level. One wheel over the white line, One gap left open, and it all unravels. One more from the timing screens. Bearman boxed on lap 22.
How long?
22.5 seconds. That's over a second slower than the median stop today.
Oof, and this late. That's game over for him.
Yeah, no time to recover with a lap and a bit left. Whatever they were chasing, it didn't pay off. Quick one on that midfield scrap. The tyre choice told the whole story.
Go on the medium versus hard thing.
Right. The mediums held at basically zero degradation, a lap over 13 clean laps. The hards were dropping a quarter of a second every lap.
So the guys on the harder rubber were just bleeding time by the end.
Exactly. Sometimes the softer tyre is the smarter tyre. Today it was.
Oh, wait, movement in the midfield. Lawson's got him.
Into 10th. That's the last point spot right there.
Late lunge and he makes it stick. Points saved on the final lap.
Perfect timing. One more corner and he'd have run out of road. So there it is. Piastri takes it from Norris, both McLarens on the podium with Verstappen.
And you know what stands out to me? The pace numbers on those two.
Yeah, Piastri was pulling out a 10th a lap on the same tyre. Norris's rubber was falling off 0.10 faster.
So it wasn't luck. He just had more left in the tank at the end.
You want my driver of the day? It's not either McLaren.
Oh, go on, surprise me.
Verstappen. Third in that Red Bull, holding off 2 Ferraris behind him. That car had no business on the podium today.
Fair, honestly. Pure grit, that one. So what does this do to the title fight up top?
Piastri stretches it a little more. Another win, and the teammate right behind him again.
2 McLarens trading blows all season. This one's going to the wire.
And on this evidence, the guy managing his tyres better is the one with the edge.
Last lap now, and let's not forget Hamilton down in 4th.
He couldn't quite get onto the back of Verstappen. That Red Bull just defended too well.
And Leclerc right on his gearbox the whole way, wasn't he?
2 Ferraris nose to tail, but neither could make it count. Track position is everything here.
Hungaroring, man. They call it Monaco without the walls for a reason.
Overtaking is brutal. That's why the tyre management story mattered so much today. One little footnote before the flag. Albon boxed on lap 26.
22 seconds stationary? Oof, that's slow.
Yeah, well, over a second above the median stop today. Threw away any hope of the points.
Nothing to lose at that stage, though. Might as well grab a fresh set and go. Final lap now, and Piastri's got the hammer down. Any drama up front?
None. Look at the stint pace. Flat 0 seconds a lap of degradation from him.
That's just clinical.
It is. Norris was losing an extra 10th every lap on his rubber. Over a stint, that's the whole gap right there.
Oh, and there's a late move for 7th. Hadjar makes it stick on the final lap.
Nice. He's been lurking there all afternoon.
On a track where you can't overtake, he finds a way on the last lap. Love that.
Exactly the boldness you need here. Waited for the mistake and pounced.
And another one at the back. Bortoleto grabs 8th on the final tour.
2 rookies making the last lap count. That's the story down there.
Love it. All the dramas behind the leaders today.
Speaking of drama, Russell boxed on lap 27. 22.2 seconds stationary.
Oof, another slow one. What is going on in that pit lane today?
Well over the median again. That's a full second lost. Not their day.
And Alonso's had a lap time deleted too, hasn't he?
Track limits at turn 13. 1:29.7 wiped off the board. For me, driver of the day is Piastri. Flat 0 degradation over that final stint. You can't ask for more.
And what it does for the title fight, he's just quietly putting the pressure on Norris, isn't he?
Every weekend like this chips away. Teammate battles decide championships. Last lap now, and keep an eye on Hamilton and Leclerc. That's the only live scrap up front.
Yeah, 4th and 5th, nose to tail, all stint.
And the numbers tell the story. Hamilton's basically holding flat, Leclerc's tyre falling 0.09 a lap quicker.
So the Ferrari's just fading right at the worst moment.
Exactly. He needed to make the move 10 laps ago. Now the rubber's gone.
Oh, and Russell's on the move too. He grabs 8th back.
There's the payoff for that pit stop, actually.
Wait, the slow one, the 22-second disaster.
Fresher rubber at the end. Cost him track position, gave him the legs to take it back on the final lap.
Ha, so it wasn't a total write-off after all.
Never is, and up front, Hamilton's still holding fourth. Leclerc's got nothing left. Oh, and one more from race control. Norris just had a lap deleted.
What, Norris too?
Track limits at turn 4, lap 29. 1:26.5 gone.
On the last lap, running second, does it even matter now?
Not for position. He's comfortably clear in second, but it's sloppy for a title contender.
Yeah, exactly what we said. Piastri quietly perfect out front. Norris giving away little scraps.
You want my driver of the day? Look at Piastri's stint pace. Never flustered, never a lap deleted, just clean.
That's the scary bit for Norris, isn't it? Same car, and one of them's making mistakes, and one isn't.
That's how titles slip away. Not in one race, but in the little things, weekend after weekend. You know who I want to talk about? Verstappen. Third, in that Red Bull, on this track.
Right, Hungaroring's never been kind to them, has it?
Historically a nightmare. To drag it onto the podium here is properly good driving.
Hold on, movement behind. Hamilton snatches sixth back on the last lap.
There it is, fresh legs into the final corners.
Oh, he was not going to settle for seventh, was he?
No chance. That's a driver squeezing every last point out of the day. One thing I keep coming back to, that pace gap. Piastri at plus 0.06 a lap, Norris at plus 0.10.
Doesn't sound like much.
Over a stint, it's everything. That's the margin a championship lives in. Here's something to chew on before the next round. That one stop cost about 21 seconds today.
And nobody blinked. Everyone read it the same way.
Exactly. When the strategy converges like that, it comes down to raw execution. And Piastri executed.
So we head to the break with him top of the fight. That's a good feeling to carry off, isn't it?
The best feeling. Momentum's a real thing, and right now it's all orange, all Piastri. Quick one before we go. That Sainz and Behrman scrap deserves a mention.
Oh, that was a proper midfield tussle. What decided it?
Tyres. Behrman's hards fell off about a quarter second, a lap faster than Sainz on the mediums. That gap only ever went one way.
So it wasn't even really a fight by the end, was it?
Not once the rubber started talking. Sainz just had to be patient and let physics do the work.
Wait, Norris goes for it. He's through. Norris takes the lead.
Oh, into turn 1? Brilliant.
On the second to last lap. Are you kidding me?
That's the pace gap I kept banging on about. It finally bit.
You called it. You literally said the margin a championship lives in.
Piastri had the better stint pace, but a lock-up a hesitation. And that's all it takes at the front.
Oh man, my heart. One lap to hold it. Can Norris do it?
Track position here is gold. Overtaking's brutal. He's in the driver's seat now.
And behind him it's all kicking off. Verstappen up into second.
He's been shadowing Leclerc for laps. Finally made it stick.
And Leclerc's not done. He grabs third back. Antonelli up to fourth.
That's the whole train shuffling on the last lap. Remember Leclerc's stint pace? Just a touch better than Antonelli's. And there's the payoff.
Oh, this is chaos behind Norris. Everybody swapping places at once.
Everyone but the leader. And that's exactly where you want to be right now.
One lap, Norris out front, Verstappen hunting. My heart, honestly.
And there's the final piece. Piastri boxed on lap 33, 21.7 seconds.
So that's why he dropped to fifth, I was wondering.
Right at the death. That stop cost him any shot at the podium fight.
Oh, and after we said he had the better stint pace too.
He did. But you can't outrun a 20-second pit stop with 2 laps to go.
Brutal. 1 lap left now. Norris just has to bring it home.
You want my driver of the day? Look at Verstappen.
Shadowing Leclerc for lap after lap, then pouncing at the very end. Patient.
He never forced it. Waited for the tyre to come to him, and it did. That's the read of a champion. You know who I feel for? Hamilton. 6th and pretty quiet all afternoon.
Yeah, never really in the fight, was he?
No, and on a track where you can't overtake, 6th on the grid becomes 6th at the flag. That's the Hungaroring for you. Quick one on that signs and Bearman scrap earlier. The data told the whole story.
Go on, what did you spot?
Bearman's hard tyre was falling off 0.15 a lap faster. Once you're bleeding that, holding position gets impossible.
So it was only a matter of time, really.
Always. The medium undersigns just had more life left in it.
And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. Genuinely helps us keep doing this. Norris takes the win though. What a way to close it out. Oh, and on the very last lap, Piastri gets Leclerc for 4th.
There it is. He'd been closing all through the final sector.
Right at the flag. Where did that come from?
Same story we've been telling all day. Leclerc's tyre finally gave up, and Piastri was right there to take it.
And there's more on that last lap. Hamilton grabs 5th.
Finally, something for him. He'd been anonymous all day, and he snatches one at the death.
See, I take it back. He was in a fight after all.
One position on the last lap. Let's not get carried away.
Fair. And Hajar picks up 6th behind him.
That's the Leclerc pit stop, reshuffling everything. He came in on lap 36 and dropped right back.
So all these late gains, it's cars just falling out of the way.
Exactly. Leclerc boxes, Ocon boxed the lap before, and suddenly the whole midfield shuffles up. Norris out front never had to worry about any of it. You want my driver of the day? It's Norris, and it's not close.
Go on, sell me on it.
He controlled it from the front the whole way. Never got dragged into the midfield chaos we've been talking about.
And that's the thing. While everyone behind was shuffling on worn tyres, he just drove his own race.
Exactly. The cleanest win is often the quietest one. You know what caught my eye down the order? That Gasly and Bortoleto scrap.
Oh, the tyre battle. Talk to me.
Bortoleto was actually a touch quicker per lap, minus 0.07, and his tyres were falling off slower too.
So the younger guy had the fresher legs at the end.
By about 1/10 a lap on degradation. Small, but over a stint, that's real time.
Oh, hold on. Leclerc's got 6th back.
There it is, that fresh tyre we were just talking about.
So the pit stop that dropped him now pays off on the very last lap.
Exactly. He drops back on lap 36, and the new rubber lets him claw straight back through. Quick one before we wrap. Verstappen holding on to second matters.
Yeah, keeps the pressure on Norris in the standings, you mean?
Exactly. Norris wins, but Max quietly banks a big haul. That fight's not going anywhere.
Oh man, and Antonelli on the podium. The kid's arrived, hasn't he? Last lap coming up. Norris is just cruising home now.
He's got the whole field covered. This one's done.
What a drive from Antonelli though, 3rd, and holding it. No mistakes.
That's the part people underrate. Keeping cool in a podium fight at his age, on old tyres.
And Piastri right there in 4th, breathing down his neck.
Close, but he's run out of laps. This is the order now. Couple of late stops to mention. Stroll and Colapinto both came in on lap 37.
This late? What's the point with 2 laps to go?
Fresh tyres for a final push. Maybe a fastest lap punt. But look at Stroll's stop. 24.2 seconds.
Ouch, that's slow, right?
Median's around 21, so yeah, a few seconds off. Colapinto's 22.2 was much tidier.
Hang on, yellow flag's in Sector 5.
Something's happened. Let me check where.
Okay, it's clearing already, but wait. Race controls noted an incident.
Turn 2. Cars 55 and 81, Sainz and Piastri. They're calling it a collision.
Piastri? He was 4th, right on Antonelli's tail.
Exactly why this stings. He had nothing to gain fighting there on the last lap.
So what does this mean for him?
Contact noted, under review. Could cost him that 4th if the stewards look hard.
Oh man, and on the final lap of all places.
Track's clear, everyone's through safely. That's the main thing, the paperwork comes after. You know who I want to talk about? Norris. Managing that gap on old tyres, Verstappen right there the whole way.
That's a proper win, isn't it? No safety net, just holding your nerve.
Exactly, he never gave Max a sniff. That's my driver of the day. Oh, and one more note from race control. A lap time deleted.
Who's that?
Car 5 Bortolito. His 1:25.9 gone. Track limits at turn 7, lap 38.
So that fastest lap punt we were talking about. Someone's chasing it and getting bitten.
Exactly. Fresh tyres pushing the limits, and turn 7 just eats you if you run wide. Classic Hungaroring.
But out front, none of that matters. Norris takes it home.
Cool as you like. On old tyres, with Verstappen breathing down his neck the whole way. That's the one they'll remember. Quick one down the order. That Bearman versus Ocon scrap has been fascinating.
Yeah, what's the read on it?
Bearman's the calmer stint, plus 0.17 a lap. Ocon's fading at 0.26.
So Ocon's tyre is basically giving up faster.
Almost a tenth a lap quicker. On a track you can't overtake on, that's slow torture.
Hungaroring, the place where you qualify Saturday and pray Sunday, right?
Pretty much. It's why holding position matters so much here.
Wait, hang on, what? Antonelli's gone from third to the lead.
That's the telemetry. Antonelli, position 1.
On the last lap. Oh my word, the kid's done it. Around them both.
Steady, let me read this. He was third, now he's first. 2 places, final lap.
That's not holding your nerve, that's stealing the race at the death.
If it stands, that rewrites everything we just said about Norris.
Phew, my heart. Talk to me, how does that even happen here of all places?
Hungaroring, where nobody overtakes. And an 18-year-old just did it twice in 1 lap. Unreal. And there's part of the story. Verstappen boxed on lap 41. 22 seconds.
On lap 41? Why on earth would they pit him that late?
That's what dropped him back. A 22-second stop with a normal one costing about 21 a third. That's the whole battle gone.
So that's how Piastri and Hamilton both jumped a spot.
Exactly. Piastri into third, Hamilton up to fourth. The order behind reshuffled while we were all watching the front.
Oh man, we were so busy losing our minds over Antonelli, we nearly missed it.
And one more note. Gasly lost a lap time to track limits at turn 7 deleted.
Turn 7 again, you called it. That corner's been eating everybody all day.
Told you, it doesn't care who you are.
Final lap now, the leader's coming through. Antonelli somehow out front and clean.
And look at Norris behind him. He's got nothing left to answer with.
So the McLaren just watches him go.
On these tyres this late, yeah. No DRS gain into turn 1, no run, it's done.
Oh man, Norris was so close to that win all afternoon.
He led, he managed it, he did everything right, and got mugged at the death. Brutal. Driver of the day for me? Not even a question. Antonelli, 18 years old, first win, and he did it at the one track where you're not supposed to pass.
First win at the Hungaroring. What a place to open the account.
And here's the quiet detail. He was clean all the way. No track limits, no drama at turn 7, while everyone else was throwing it away. You want a fresh angle? Look at Verstappen down in 5th.
After that late stop, yeah, that's championship points just gone.
Every one of those hurts right now. Norris takes 2nd, but he'll be kicking himself. He had the win in his hands.
So close. And now the fight tightens up even more heading to the next one. Last lap, and Hadjar rolled in for a stop 1 lap ago. 22.2 seconds sat there.
On lap 42? That's a scrap the day stop. Nothing to lose at that point.
Right, way slower than the median too. What was it, around 21 flat?
21.1. So a slow one on top of a pointless one. Just getting it over with.
And up front, Antonelli about to take the flag. Here it comes.
18 years old, first win at the Hungaroring. Let that sink in.
And there's still scraps to fight for down the order. Lindblad grabs 9th on the last lap.
Nice one. He's been quietly racing all afternoon while everyone stared at the front.
And Bortoleto right behind him, into 10th. That's the last point on the board.
Last lap heroics for a single point. That's the kind of thing that matters way more than people think in a season. And one more we glossed over. Lawson pitted on lap 42 as well.
21.5 seconds sat there. Same story as Hadjar, basically.
Pretty much. Right on the median, but on lap 42 it doesn't buy you anything.
Just tidying up before the flag.
Exactly. When two cars box that late, you know the race up front was already decided.
And what a way to decide it. Antonelli, 18, first win. I still can't quite believe it.
Hang on. Race controls flagged Leclerc. Yellow flag infringement, car 16.
Oh no, on the last lap, what did he do?
Looks like he didn't lift enough under yellows. It's noted, so the stewards will take a look.
Man, and he's sitting 6th. That could cost him.
It might. A time penalty there, and Verstappen's right ahead of him in 5th. The gap matters now.
So even after the flag, this one's not fully settled.
Not until the stewards sign it off. Lifting for yellows isn't optional. Safety first every time.
And here we are, the final lap of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
One more we missed, actually. Bearman boxed on lap 42 too.
Oh, another late one. 22.3 seconds?
A touch above the median. But same story. Lap 42, it costs him nothing.
Everyone tidying up before the flag then?
Pretty much. The one that actually matters is still Leclerc and that yellow flag note.
Right, and Antonelli takes the checkered. 18 years old, his first ever win.
What a day. Now we just wait on the stewards for 6th place. Oh, and there's another note just in car 55 signs, lap deleted.
Track limits at turn 4, lap 43.
That's it. But he was already in the pits, so a deleted lap there means nothing.
Housekeeping. The stewards are just clearing the desk after the flag.
Exactly. The only one with real teeth is still Leclerc's yellow flag. And another one for signs, lap deleted track limits. This time turn 7.
Same lap 43. He was busy out there.
He was already in the pits again means absolutely nothing.
The stewards really are just filing paperwork now.
Look at that fight for 5th behind. Verstappen and Leclerc still nose to tail.
On the final lap, can Max hold him off?
His pace says yes. Minus 0.14 a lap on those softs, still improving.
And Leclerc?
Basically flat, minus 0.01. His hards are falling away 0.13 quicker every lap.
So the tyre's just on.
Pretty much. He's hanging on by his fingernails to stay in the fight. For me, driver of the day isn't the winner. It's Verstappen, quietly.
Oh, make the case.
Minus 0.14 a lap, still improving on old softs, and he never let Leclerc through. That's a masterclass in tyre management.
Fair, and Leclerc practically parked out there with that hard falling apart. Held on by his fingernails, like you said. Final lap now, Norris leads it home.
And look at Antonelli, 2nd on the road. That's a special result for the kid.
He's been so composed all afternoon, no mistakes.
Piastri hunting in 3rd, but he's run out of laps. That's the podium settled.
So Norris takes it at the Hungaroring, a track where the poleman almost always wins.
Exactly. Overtaking here is brutal, and he never gave anyone the chance. You know what quietly matters here? The championship math.
Norris and Piastri, teammates, both on the podium again.
Right. Norris takes a chunk out of him today. That's a big swing between those two.
McLaren doesn't care which one, though. They're just running away with it.
Quick eye on Hamilton in 4th. He's kept Verstappen behind all the way.
He has. That's a solid recovery drive from Lewis today.
And Verstappen never quite got the run. On those old softs, staying 5th is honestly a good haul.
So the top 6 holds as they come to the line. No last lap drama up front.
Not this time. Sometimes the story is just clean, controlled execution. One thing worth flagging from the midfield, that Alonso and Stroll duel.
Oh, go on. What did the numbers say?
Alonso's mediums fell off 900ths a lap, faster than Stroll's softs. Yet he still kept him behind. That's the veteran squeezing everything out of a worse tyre.
Classic Fernando. Never makes it easy for anyone, does he? And here we go. The final lap at the Hungaroring. Norris out front, controlling it.
He's earned every bit of this. Pole to flag, textbook.
Antonelli still glued to second. Piastri can't find a way past.
He's out of road. This one's done. Hang on, the stewards have flagged something. Car 16 Leclerc under investigation.
Oh no, what for?
A yellow flag infringement. They think he didn't lift enough under yellows.
On the last lap of the race. Ooh, that stings if it holds.
It could. It's usually a time penalty and he's only in 6th. There's not much of a gap to lose behind him.
So Leclerc might cross the line 6th and still drop a spot after the flag.
Exactly. Nothing changes on track, but the classification isn't final until the stewards are done.
Man, what a way to end an otherwise clean afternoon for Ferrari.
For me, the driver of the day is Alonso in the midfield, holding Stroll behind on a tyre that was 900ths a lap worse. That's pure craft.
Agreed. Norris gets the headlines, but Fernando earned the quiet applause. And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps us keep doing this.
The Piastri and Hamilton stint numbers are interesting too. Piastri was 200ths a lap quicker on the same compound over 18 laps.
So the pace was there, he just couldn't turn it into a place.
Track position at the Hungaroring. It's everything here, always has been.
Norris takes the final corner and he's going to cruise to the flag. Pole to flag, absolutely commanding.
A perfect weekend for McLaren, honestly. This is how you win at the Hungaroring.
And Antonelli, what a drive from the kid to hold second here.
That's the one that impresses me. Keeping Piastri behind for the whole final stint on merit. Oh, and here's another one from the stewards. Car 11, Perez, lap time deleted.
Wait, track limits, turn 5.
Yeah, lap 48. Ran wide at turn 5.
On the cool down, basically. Doesn't touch the result, but the stewards are busy tonight.
They always are here. That track surface is 59 degrees. Cars are sliding. Drivers push the white line.
So the Leclerc thing is still the one to watch after the flag.
That's the only one that could actually move a position. Everything else is just housekeeping.
Last lap now, and let's not forget Verstappen back in 5th.
Quiet afternoon for him by his standards. No answer for the McLaren pace all weekend.
And Hamilton just ahead in 4th, holding station.
Which stings a little, because on raw pace, Piastri behind him was the quicker car. Track position, like I keep saying. And another one on car 11. Track limits turn 13 this time.
Wait, another deletion for Perez? Same lap?
Lap 48, yeah. He was all over the place through that final sector.
The stewards must have a dedicated Perez folder tonight.
None of it matters for the result, though. He's not in the fight for anything.
Right, pure housekeeping. Meanwhile, Norris is about to take the flag up front.
Pole to flag, exactly like we said, textbook. You know who I'd give driver of the day to? Antonelli, second place, and he barely gets a mention.
Oh, good shout. The kid held off Piastri all afternoon.
On a track where overtaking is brutal, keeping a faster McLaren behind him, that's a proper drive.
And there it is. Norris takes the checkered flag. Lando Norris wins in Hungary.
Controlled from lights to flag. When you nail the start here, you win. Simple as that.
Antonelli holds on for second, Piastri third across the line.
And look at that Piastri stint, minus 0.01 a lap on the hards. He never fell off, he just had nowhere to put it. Here's the one that intrigues me. Hamilton 4th, Piastri 3rd, but Piastri was the quicker car of that pair.
You keep coming back to that. Track position again?
Every time. Look at the numbers. Hamilton flat at 0 a lap, Piastri actually a touch quicker. But you can't pass here, so it never mattered.
Hungaroring, the eternal traffic jam. Qualify well or suffer. Oh, hang on, we spoke too soon. Piastri's found a way through into second. He gets Antonelli after all.
There it is, my friend. That pace finally paid off. He had the car all along.
And Hamilton up to third, Verstappen slots into fourth behind him.
So the order shuffles right at the death. Everything we said about track position, gone in the last lap.
You jinxed it. You gave the kid driver of the day, and then he loses the spot.
Hey, he still drove brilliantly. He just ran out of tyre at the worst possible moment.
What a finish, honestly, my heart.
That's the Piastri stint we kept banging on about. Minus 0.01 a lap, and it finally showed up when it counted.
And there's more movement down the order. Leclerc snatches 5th off Antonelli.
Well, that one makes sense. Look, Antonelli boxed on lap 53.
Wait, he pitted on the second to last lap.
21.3 seconds gone. That's a full stop for basically nothing.
Oh man, so that's how he dropped it. That explains everything.
A free stop at the flag, maybe. But it cost him the place to Leclerc. Brutal way to end it. You want the real story of this race? It's Norris converting from the front. He never gave Piastri a sniff at the actual lead.
True, all that drama behind him, and he just cruised home.
That's the thing about pole here. Do the job on Saturday and Sunday takes care of itself. 2 McLarens won 2, though. That's the headline for the championship.
Teammates scrapping for the title. Oh, that's going to get spicy.
Right. Quick update from the stewards. That Stratol incident, car 18, yellow flag infringement.
Oh, what's the verdict?
Reviewed, no further investigation. So he's in the clear.
Good. Last thing you want on the final lap is a penalty deciding the order.
Agreed. And wait, Hamilton's back up to second.
He gets Piastri back. Oh, the swap goes the other way at the flag.
That tyre we kept mentioning. Piastri just had nothing left to defend with.
Poof, my heart cannot take this. Hamilton second, Piastri third, and Norris takes the win.
Hold on, yellow flag sector 6.
Oh no, something's happened out there. What have we got?
Still waiting on the cause, but everyone through there needs to lift now.
On the final lap of all times, let's just hope everyone's okay first. And behind all the drama up front, Leclerc's on the move. He grabs 4th back.
There it is. He had the pace on Antonelli all stint, just needed the door to open.
And Antonelli slots into 5th, up from 6th. The kid's not going quietly either.
That's the yellow shuffling the pack watch. A lot of lifting through sector 6, mixing things up.
So even the minor places are changing hands on the last lap. Unreal.
Leclerc 4th, Antonelli 5th. That's the order settling now, unless the yellow throws another curveball. Right, it's official now. Virtual safety car deployed.
So whatever happened in Sector 6 is serious enough for the VSC. On the last lap.
Double yellow through sector 6 as well. That means a hazard on or near the racing line.
Okay, first things first. I just want to see the drivers okay out there.
And under VSC, that's it. Like, the order is frozen. No more overtaking. Everyone holds station to the flag.
So Leclerc's 4th is locked in? That move he just made. It counts.
It counts. He got it done before the VSC came out. That timing is everything.
Phew. So Norris wins, Hamilton second, Piastri third, and now it's just about getting everyone home safely.
Marshals are on track at turn 3 now. That's why we've got the double yellow through sector 6.
Marshals out there means someone's already dealing with the hazard. Good. That's what we want to see.
Which confirms it. A car or debris near the racing line. Drivers have to crawl through there.
And even now, Hadjar nips into 6th, up from 7th.
Same story. That's the sector 6 lift catching someone out ahead of him. Last lap chaos in the midfield. Driver of the day for me, Hamilton easily.
Oh, second place from where he started. Talk me through it.
He just managed his tyres beautifully. Kept the deg low. Stayed within striking distance all afternoon.
And Norris never really looked troubled, did he?
No, controlled from the front. That's a mature win.
And even in these dying moments, Russell picks up 7th, up from 8th.
Same lift through sector 6, catching people out. It's a lottery back there.
Wait, I'm seeing Verstappen took 2nd earlier too, off Hamilton.
He did, before all this. So it's Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton on the podium.
Oh, so my order was off. Let me correct that. Sorry, folks.
Easy to lose the thread on a last lap like this one.
And Norris actually boxed on lap 56. That's cutting it fine.
21.8 seconds. Right around the median stop, so it cost him nothing at the front.
Cheeky little free pit stop when you've got the gap, eh?
When you're that comfortable, why not? Fresh tyres, zero risk. That's a champion's afternoon.
Oh, hang on. Antonelli's on the move, up to third.
There it is, that's Hamilton's box on lap 56, shuffling the order.
22.4 seconds, a touch slower than the median, and it drops him behind the kid.
So it's the youngster on the podium now, not Hamilton. What a moment for him.
Oh man, from fifth to a podium in the dying seconds. Was.
And the virtual safety car's ending right as it all unfolds. Green flag chaos.
Lindblad grabs 8th, Bortolito 9th, and Lawson into 10th.
Everyone pouncing the second the VSC lifts. That's the last lap lottery paying out.
Oh, scratch that again. Hamilton's got third back off the youngster.
There it is, Antonelli couldn't hold it, and Lewis reclaims the podium.
My head is spinning, honestly. That order changed, 3 times in a lap?
Leclerc's stop is why. 21.9 seconds, dead on the median, and it shuffled everything behind.
So we're back to Norris, Verstappen, Hamilton, locked in?
Locked in, Sector 6 is clear, track's clear, no more tricks left.
Phew, okay, so the podium's exactly what you called 10 minutes ago.
Told you, it just took the scenic route to get there.
So who's your driver of the day? For me, it's the kid, even if he lost the podium at the death.
Antonelli, no question. From 5th to briefly 3rd on that Hamilton pit shuffle, that takes real bottle.
And he'll learn from losing it too.
That's how you build a champion. The scenic route, as I said.
And there's the cherry on top. Fastest lap for Antonelli, 1:22.4.
Of course it is. Free lap, nothing to lose, so he throws it all in.
The kid just refuses to leave quietly, doesn't he?
That's the statement. Lost the podium, grabbed the fastest lap. He's telling everyone he's not done.
Oh no, wait, scratch that. Leclerc just nicked the fastest lap off him, 1:22.0.
The kid can't catch a break, held it for one lap.
And Antonelli's back in third. He's taken it off Hamilton again on the final lap.
You're joking, he's not letting that podium go without a fight.
The kid refuses to die. We buried him 2 laps ago and here he is.
This is exactly what I meant by bottle. Lose it, take it back on the last lap of the race.
So now it's Norris, Verstappen, Antonelli into the flag.
If he holds it to Sector 6, yes. But my word, what a way to end it. You know what's easy to miss in all that? Hadjar quietly bringing it home in 6th.
Oh, totally under the radar. Solid, clean, no fuss.
Exactly. Not every good drive is a fireworks show. Some days you just bank the points and leave. Here's a stat that got lost in the chaos. Norris and Verstappen at the front, but the real story is behind. Antonelli's charge came off the back of that Hamilton pit shuffle.
So it was strategy that opened the door, not just raw pace.
Both. The stop cost around 21.5 seconds today. Time that off wrong and you hand the position away. Ferrari did and Antonelli pounced. Quick one on that Law versus HUL scrap all race. The pace was almost identical. Law at plus 0.04 a lap. Hulkenberg plus 0.02.
So basically nothing between them for the whole stint.
Nothing. That's a fight decided by track position, not pace. Whoever got clean air kept it. Hang on, we've got a note from race control.
Oh no, what is it?
Car 44 Hamilton, speeding in the pit lane, under investigation.
Oh, that could hurt. On the last lap of all days.
It happened earlier in the stop. They've only just noted it. But yes, that's a 5-second penalty if it stands.
And he's already lost the podium to Antonelli. This just twists the knife.
Exactly. 4th on the road, but if that penalty lands and Leclerc's within 5 seconds, he could drop to 5th.
So the Antonelli battle might not even be the last word here.
No, wait for the stewards. That result behind the top 2 is not final yet. So the checkered flag's out, Norris takes it. Let's talk about what this does to the title picture.
Yeah, go on. Where does this leave them?
Norris keeps chippings away. Verstappen limits the damage in 2nd. Days like this are how championships are quietly won, not the big flashy wins.
Consistency over fireworks. Feels like a theme today, honestly.
Oh, one more from race control, lap time deleted for the leader.
Wait, Norris, a deleted lap.
Yeah, 1:23.6 gone. Track limits at turn 9 on lap 60.
Phew, but he's already won, so that's harmless, right?
Completely harmless. Doesn't touch the result. Just a note on the timing screen.
Had me worried there for a second.
The one to actually watch is still Hamilton's pit lane investigation. That's the one with teeth. Last lap now. Norris just cruising home, job done.
And behind him, Verstappen's got no answer today, has he?
No, he settled for the too early. Managed the gap. Smart, given the tyre picture.
Speaking of tyres, that Stroll versus Gasly stint was brutal, right?
Brutal. Gasly's rubber fell off a cliff, losing 0.6 a lap more than Stroll. No coming back from that.
Ouch, so Stroll basically drove away without even trying.
Pretty much. When your tyre's degrading that much faster, the fight's over before it starts. You know who quietly nailed it today? Norris and Lawrence, Lynn versus Law, the medium stint.
Right, the hard tyre held on forever, didn't it?
Basically flat. Minus 100th a lap over 37 clean laps. That's a driver in total control of the rubber.
That's the difference between winning and hoping, honestly. Oh, and there's a move on the last lap. Lawson snatches 8th.
Nice. 9th to 8th right at the death.
Never give up. That's the way to end your afternoon.
1 point, but on the final lap. That one tastes sweet.
So Antonelli holds on to that podium in 3rd. Solid afternoon for the kid.
And earned it. He kept Hamilton at arm's length, despite his tyre falling off faster.
Wait, really? His rubber was going quicker than Lewis's.
By nearly 0.2 a lap on Dej. Yet he still managed the gap. That's maturity.
You know, someone said he's still well within his comfort zone. Scary thought.
Exactly. If that's comfortable, the rivals should be worried.
So Norris takes it, and honestly what stands out is Verstappen hanging on for second all afternoon.
That's the story for the title race, really. Every point Max clawed back today matters.
Oh, for sure. This one keeps the fight alive going into the break. And hey, if you're enjoying the ride with us, hit subscribe and drop a like. It genuinely helps.
But my driver of the day, Antonelli. Podium with a tyre falling off faster than the man behind him. Wait, hold on. Something's just come through from the stewards.
Oh, what have we got?
5-second penalty for Hamilton. Speeding in the pit lane.
Ooh, on the final lap results. That could hurt.
It won't change 4th here. The gap to Leclerc behind him is big enough to absorb 5 seconds.
So he keeps the position?
He does. But it's a sloppy little note on an otherwise tidy afternoon.
Yeah, when you fought that hard, you don't want to be gifting the FIA 5 seconds in the pits. Last lap now, and Norris just cruising home out front.
Job done. He controlled this from lights to flag.
What about that scrap for 5th? Leclerc's had a lonely one back there.
He has. That gap to Hamilton was always too big to threaten, even with the penalty.
So the top 6 locks in exactly as they're running?
Looks that way. And Hadjar quietly banking 6th is a nice result for him. You know what's quietly interesting? That Albon versus Sainz fight further back.
Oh yeah, they were locked together all stint, weren't they?
Identical pace. Both plus 0.28 a lap on the softs. Nothing between them the whole way.
That's the kind of duel that never gets the cameras but should. Speaking of Antonelli, 3rd place today for the young Italian. That's a proper result.
It is. And there's a former driver out saying his rivals should be worried. He's still well within his comfort zone here.
Ooh, meaning there's more to come.
That's the read. But watch his tyres. His stint was fading at plus 0.14 a lap against Hamilton. That's why 4th stayed out of reach.
So the podium was there, but chasing Verstappen was never on.
Exactly. He managed it perfectly. Took what was available and no more. One thing before the flag. Verstappen quietly held second all afternoon without much drama.
Yeah, no fireworks from Max today, just a clean, solid drive to P2.
And on a track surface, these guys have been calling a lottery all weekend. Keeping it clean is worth something.
Right, they weren't happy with the grip out there at all, were they?
Not one bit, which makes Norris controlling it from lights to flag even more impressive. Quick one on that Albon versus Sainz duel. The tyre red tells the whole story.
Go on, what did you spot?
Sainz's softs dropped off 0.05 a lap faster. Tiny, but over a stint, that's the difference between holding position and losing it.
So Albon just had the slightly kinder tyre and made it count. Nice. Last lap now. Norris comes round to take the flag in Hungary.
Lights to flag, textbook control from the front.
And behind him, Verstappen and Antonelli locking up that podium. What a day for the kid.
Hadjar sneaking home 6th too. Quietly one of the drives of the afternoon. Let's talk about Antonelli for a second. 3rd place and the way he backed it up under pressure.
Honestly, for a rookie holding that podium late on, cool as you like.
That's my driver of the day. Verstappen was solid, but Antonelli extracting a podium in only his first season on this surface, that's the standout.
Yeah, hard to argue with that one.
Quick look ahead. Norris just keeps chipping away at that title fight.
Yeah, this one really tightens things up, doesn't it?
It does. And with the tyre red we saw all weekend, whoever masters these surfaces next round has the edge. Should be a good one.
Oh wait, hold on, one last bit of action. Leclerc's got Hamilton.
Right at the death, up into 4th.
On the final lap too. Charles just wouldn't settle for 5th, would he?
And that tyre red called it. His rubber was actually falling off 0.13 a lap faster than Lewis's, remember?
So he had to make it happen now or never. Pfft, cutting it fine.
Exactly. No time left to wait for an undercut, so he just sent it. Perfect timing. One last thing worth flagging. That Albon and Sainz scrap earlier.
Oh yeah, what did you make of it?
Sainz's tyre was dropping 0.06 a lap quicker. Once that started, he was never getting back past.
So it was decided before he even knew it, basically.
One number I keep coming back to. A stop cost around 21.5 seconds today.
That's a big chunk on a track this hard to pass, right?
Huge. Which is why nobody wanted to blink first. Track position was everything here.
Explains why Charles just had to send it rather than roll the dice on a stop. And there's the checkered flag flying at the Hungaroring. Lando Norris takes it.
A controlled win from start to finish. He never really looked troubled.
Verstappen 2nd, Antonelli holding on for that podium in 3rd. What a drive from the kid.
And pit lane's open now. Everyone's streaming in. That's a wrap on 70 laps.
Oh man, what a finish though. Leclerc grabbing 4th on the very last lap. My heart, honestly.
The numbers told the story all afternoon. Track position, tyre drop-off, timing. Everything lined up.
Couldn't have scripted it better. Great one, that.
You want my driver of the day? It's Antonelli.
Oh, the kid in 3rd? Talk me through it.
Holding off nobody flashy, but keeping his head on a track where one mistake ends your podium. That's maturity.
Fair. For a rookie on a day this hot, that's some cool ed.
Quick word on Hadjar in 6th, by the way. That's a proper points haul on a track that punishes rookies.
Right, easy to overlook him with all the drama up front.
He kept it clean all day. No headlines, but no mistakes either. That's how you build a season. Here's a subtle one that decided 4th. Leclerc's tyre was dropping off 0.13 a lap faster than Hamilton's.
So he was on borrowed time. If that battle runs 2 more laps...
Hamilton probably has him. That last lap send wasn't just brave, it was necessary.
He knew the window was closing and he took it. Love that.
One more from the data before we sign off. That Albon and Sainz fight further back.
Oh, tell me, that was a scrap all afternoon.
Sainz's tyre was falling away 0.06 a lap quicker. Albon just had to sit there and wait.
So patience won that one, not pace. Love a slow burn like that.
Championship-wise, this one stings for Verstappen. Norris takes the win, Max only manages the follow home.
Yeah, those 7 points he gives up today, that adds up over a season.
It does. Second isn't a disaster, but on a track where you can't overtake, you needed the front row and he didn't have it.
Norris just controlled it from the front, didn't he? No drama, no mistakes.
Driver of the day for me, not the winner.
Oh, go on, surprise me.
Antonelli. A rookie third in this heat. No cracks. That's the story nobody's telling.
You know what, I can't argue. Norris had the easy afternoon. That kid earned every inch.
One name we haven't mentioned, Hadjar, 6th. Quietly solid weekend for him.
Right, another rookie in the points. Good day for the young ones, wasn't it?
It was. And it says something about the cars underneath them too, but yeah, credit where it's due. Quick one on the Leclerc and Hamilton fight before we wrap.
Go for it.
Leclerc's tyre was dropping 0.13 a lap quicker. Hamilton timing that last lap send wasn't luck. It was the numbers catching up.
So the 5th place kind of chose itself, really. The rubber decided it.
Quick thing looking ahead. The summer breaks next, and Norris goes into it with real momentum.
Yeah, and Max gets weeks to stew on those 7 points. That's the worst part, isn't it?
For a racer, absolutely nothing to do but wait and replay it.